sides to choose, just truth to speak. We lift the voices they try to keep weak. From indie halls to the bright lit stage. Every fan, every fight, every era, every age. This ain't war, it's a brotherhood, a safe space for all, like it always should. No gatekeeping, no divide. We stand together with pride worldwide. This is for the dreamers, rebels and crew, for the fans in the back and the diehards too. Break the chains, let the passion ring. We're calling out hate in the squared off ring. Kicking out Act 2, where the love runs deep and the fight stays true. Kicking out Act 2, no tribal lines, just respect me and you. Together with pride worldwide. This is for the dreamers, rebels and crew, for the fans in the back and the diehards too. Break the chains, let the passion ring. We're calling out hate in the squared off ring. Kicking out Act 2, where the love runs deep and the fight stays true. Kicking out Act 2, no tribal lines. Me and you.
Kicking out at 2 intern Ace Finley here. And before Michael and Tori hit the ropes and dive into the latest in the world of wrestling, let's tag in one of our show's partners, W Energy. If you're looking to fuel your grind, whether it's late night booking sessions, streaming, or just surviving Monday, W Energy's got your back. No crash, no jitters, just clean focus. Use code KICKINOUT, all one word, at checkout to get 10% off your order. Now let's get
Hello, everybody. He, she's, theys, and all those who slay. Raw went full Stranger Things this week, and some people think Vecna just kicked out at 2. Welcome to Kicking Out at 2. I'm Michael, and with me is the Hawkins High of Hot Takes, the Dungeon Master of Discourse, and my tag team partner in the Upside Down, Tori. Hey, Tori.
Okay, the only good thing that came out of this dumbass crossover was that fire picture of Finn Balor.
That was a great picture. Hey, lady.
That's the only good thing that came out of that whole thing.
All right. Well, we are just going to jump straight into it. Oh, that's right. Since we did that, all my stuff doesn't work right, so I'm going to do this manual.
That's my bad.
That's not your bad. That's my bad. As soon as I can find where all my stuff is here.
For those of y'all unaware, I'm going to Dynamite tomorrow.
Fightful Select, bringing you the latest headlines, insider updates, and everything shaking up the wrestling world this week. Take it away.
I mean, you didn't have to stop talking. You can interrupt him all you want.
You know.
A Hall of Notes of Tuesday nights. I like it.
So I'm going to Dynamite. I am on the hard cam side facing the ring on the second row on the end. Thank you, heels.
So jealous. Great seats.
I don't know if you can put that picture of those seats up, but it's fire.
Can
you do that?
Well, I could have on the other thing.
Okay, my bad.
I can't on this one that quick. That was part of the reason why I like that one. I was trying to figure out how to do everything else where you could still see stuff.
Gotcha.
But anyway, we're going to go ahead and start with the little bit of clickbait that I put on the cover today. Chris Jericho, WWE, Raw on Netflix. He didn't show up.
Of course he didn't.
So did you see the cover of this episode? I'm pretty proud of myself.
I probably did. Hang on.
Yeah, Big Mike. She's gonna be, what is it? 3 rows back? 2 rows back. 2 rows back.
Row B.
Row B jealous. I'm kind of proud of myself for the thumbnail this week. I edited it a little bit. It looks like he's on Raw. Even has like the Raw mic in his hand. But anyway, no. Social media exploded with claims that Jericho was going to Also, we come over to WWE because his contract retired, but Fightful has not confirmed in any way that he's going to do a WWE return. Jericho re-signed with AEW after All Out 2022 through 2026. So not showing up quite yet. There's a lot of people obviously saying a lot of negative things over on the Twitters about people like, oh my God, the WWE homers, and they're so mad. No, we're not. We didn't want him there in the first place. I wanted to come get his Hall of Fame ring and walk into the sunset. So we're good.
I know that's right.
No AEW memo has circulated about Jericho, despite memos for other people that were let go. Matt Taven, Mercedes Martinez, and Alex
Abrahantes. Big Mike, I just sent the picture of the seats to you on Twitter.
Yeah, so Jericho remains on the AEW's official roster page currently. WWE sources say he has not been discussed creatively and is not playing for Raw because everybody thought he was going to show up because of what the lovely bald man himself said when he said someone's going to come break down the walls. Obviously, he was just trolling. So, wonderful. So right now it feels less like a return and more like the internet working itself. But what do you think Jericho is going to do? Do you think he still has one more big act left in him in AEW? Do you think he's done?
Okay. All the respect in the world to Chris Jericho. He helped make AEW legitimate.
He did.
People can deny that all they want to. Jericho's name on the marquee made your company look important. Complain about it all you want to. It's a fact.
Yeah. Well, I think...
But
with
I care at this point?
Yeah.
No.
With Jericho, I feel like there was an interview a while back of Taker, right? And they were asking him, like, why did you decide to retire now? He's like, honestly, because I didn't want to become a parody of myself. Jericho, amazing career. Absolutely amazing career. This last year-ish, he has started to become a parody of himself. He's slow in the ring. He's trying to do the 5 moves of doom for the Jericho side of the house, and it's just not working out. It looks horrible. He's still great on the mic. He's still a great character, but he should have stepped away to do commentary. He should have stepped away to do managing something. He should have stopped doing some of the in-ring work.
Yes.
Absolutely.
100% Stampede. Absolutely.
Well, and it was striking with iron is hot. I saw an interview with Jericho here recently, and he was talking about what caused him to go to New Japan in the first place, which is what started the whole ball rolling. And he was like, honestly, just Callis called me up, said he was thinking about a great idea for me and Omega, and I liked it. And then that match happened, and then I kind of realized, oh, shit, I can do this somewhere else. Which is why he then took the call for AEW. So obviously, like, it was cool. But yeah, he needs to be done.
Oh, please.
Seth Rollins was backstage at the recent Raw. So kind of keeping rolling after the Jericho talk.
Kind of wondered if he was going to come out and cost Braun that match.
Yeah.
I'm not even getting into that match right now, but I kind of wondered if that's how that was going to go. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
People can hate on fuck Don Callis.
Better
but
call
the
now.
man knows what he's doing.
Yeah. I mean, it's to me, he's in the same loop as the Jim Cornettes and the Jim Rosses, and like, you can hate all you want. They were a staple, and they know what they're doing. At some point,
Apparently,
what's that?
Apparently, JR is going to be there tomorrow night, and I could not be any less excited about that.
Well, I mean, you know how that is. It's Oklahoma, and we got to hear the OU theme and do the whole thing, and Boomer Sooner. Sit there with a Sonic drink and rip off our stuff.
Tonight, we're sponsored by Monster.
I gotcha. Had to get
I've
some
been
ice
working on
water.
this Monster for like 4 hours.
That's what she said. Anyway,
Please go ahead.
He's been visiting WWE shows though, talking still about Seth Rollins. Apparently, while he's been sidelined, he's still been visiting the shows and hanging out. So it wasn't anything special
Well, I
that he
mean,
was there.
his
It's
wife
just,
is there.
yeah, his wife's there. He's still part of the company. Probably still trying to keep his name as relevant as possible while he's rehabbing. Rollins is also an integral part of the promotion for the new season for WWE Unreal. So it's going to be including a lot of discussion over the fake injury angle that they did. So they're going to probably have him start showing some stuff for that. Even without appearing, though, his presence signals future movement. The fact that he's staying there and staying relevant to the story, or at least understanding the story. Well, you know, gotta get back there and get that gefilte fish. Whether he shows up or not, though, Seth Rollins being around always matters. What do you think, though, WWE? Do you think they're going to slow roll his return even after he gets back to being able to be in the ring, or do you think that as soon as he's ready to go, they've got him back in the ring ready to go?
As soon as he's back, he's in the ring. As soon as he's healthy and can go, he's going to go. There's no chance he's just going to sit around.
Mm-hmm. I can agree with that. I mean, how we're going to do this story and what we're going to do with this story, there's so many different avenues that I've seen people fantasy book that I don't think there's really a wrong way you can go about this. My favorite so far is that Austin is a sleeper agent for Seth Rollins.
I've wondered about that, if that's what they were going to do with him.
Yeah. But so like we'll have the Vision, and then we'll have like Vision, the Wolfpack version. Or
Beginning immediately, Netflix is the new U.S. home for WWE's library of PLEs prior to September 25.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That change just happened recently.
Wow.
They finally killed off all of the stuff with Peacock except for the sporadic Saturday night main events.
What about NXT?
I think NXT's still on there, but that's because of a deal they already had. But yeah, the WWE library is going to start moving over. Originally, they thought it was going to be on the YouTube stuff, but I guess that conversation has also ended. I don't know. Whatever more reasons for them to get money out of us, I guess. That's a good pull there. He is Rollins' plan A. So, speaking of some youth movement, though, Fightful reports that Blake Monroe has been discussed for a main roster call-up already, specifically with maybe Raw being the destination. Internal belief that plans could change as soon as this week on her being moved up, as we've seen recent promotions of Trick Williams, Obafemi, Javon Evans, Jordan Grace, all of them moving up from NXT. A couple of them with official signings, but other ones with like deciding where they're going to go and all that. Holy hell. What? Why?
This is the course correct because they're going to send Blake on a. Not that Mariah's not ready. Like, it's Mariah. Like, I'm not worried about her.
Yeah.
This is the course correct for Mariah losing the belt.
But
I don't understand the match on Raw last night either. I don't understand taking the title off Maxine.
I if they're going to keep that story going, I'm kind of okay with that because of the way she won. Because now we've got to think of a way to make sure that when we lock that on, we lock her in the middle of the ring and not towards the side. What confuses me about that is, are we just going to go back to Izzy Tatum? Is that Thea drops it to Izzy and then we just go back to that story? Oh, okay. I don't know. Not to this magnitude, I don't think. I mean, having 4 or 5 names called up at one time, I haven't seen that before. Unless, Tori, you can think of any other time.
I mean, the Shield all came up at once.
Yeah,
The
I mean, as a
NXT,
faction, that kind of makes sense.
yeah.
Yeah, well, and I don't count Nexus. Nexus wasn't a call up. Nexus, like,
It was its own show. It
yeah,
wasn't its own.
it was his
Yeah.
own thing. Yeah,
Izzy Tatum 3 for the title. That makes sense, Big Mike.
it does. It's just
Yeah.
it's weird then that like we got off that story just to get back on that story. But whatever. Hey, if it gets Tatum possibly to get that title back, I'm good with that. Liv Morgan is positioned as a WrestleMania centerpiece currently. Liv Morgan is cleared, active, and back on the holiday tour. WrestleVotes reports that an internal push to make her a centerpiece of the women's division at WrestleMania is in the works. Creative leaning towards a single spotlight, not just supporting a role. So WWE waited intentionally for the right moment to reintroduce her on TV specifically so we can start that train rolling. Liv feels like she's primed for something right now. We've already started kind of the backbiting and the rumor stuff of her coming up to Raquel and talking about what Roxy is saying about her and that she needs her help and all that stuff. So it does seem to be where we're doing something with her. Hopefully it gets some movement on this Judgment Day storyline, though.
But Dom's hurt. JD's hurt.
If we can interject the women's title into the three of those women fighting within Judgment Day, I'm okay with that. Because it still keeps Judgment Day, quote unquote, in the story, in the conversation. Hey, Jillian, welcome in.
Jillian.
Royal Rumble week names, have been revealed. WrestleVotes confirms multiple stars are scheduled for Saudi for the Royal Rumble. Currently, they have Randy Orton, the Big Purple Monster Brock Lesnar himself, LA Knight, Chad Gable, Tiffany Stratton, Jacob Fatu, and Dominic Mysterio.
Did you see the picture of Chad Gable?
Jesus Christ, I did. And the amount of veins he has on him.
I wondered if they were doing that because Stephanie was hurt and this was the way to take her out, which,
yeah,
take the title off her, do a tournament, battle royal, whatever.
Ooh, see, and then that could go back to the stories if you end up with in the tournament somehow get a 3-way with those women, or one of the two, and then one of them has to decide where they side with. Hey, Christy, welcome in. She will also have a great seat at the event tomorrow. And I would say I hate you both, but that would be a lie. What? No, we love tournaments here. I love a tournament. Give me a tournament.
I do love a good tournament.
I do wish we didn't have it go out for 3 or 4 weeks. Give us one night of a tournament, please. Speaking of Chad Gable, though, Chad Gable is near to returning. Obviously, we saw that wonderful little video of him working out, and Jesus Christ, the man's got veins popping on top of veins. So obviously, he's been doing a lot of work. There are no plans right now to end the El Grande Americano gimmick that we have going for Kaiser currently. So it looks like maybe there's a possibility of Chad just stepping away from that and leaving it alone. Do you want to see some sort of like collaboration or ending to that story?
No. If we're going to keep Ludwig as El Grande, Chad needs to stay as far away from it as possible. Maybe I told you so, and leave it at that.
Okay. I told you it wasn't me type of thing. I gotcha. Again, every time we have these news reports, it seems like there's always one of these on there. Unfortunately, we have some more injuries. So first we had Michin, who ended up having a shoulder injury, and then B-Fab then stepped into the role that she was going to do, and now B-Fab has suffered a concussion after wrestling Jade. So bang bang, one after another, women getting injured in the women's division, unfortunately.
Oh no, the Creeds are too busy working at Scoops Ahoy. They can't come.
Where do you work?
Them and
Scoops
Darnell.
Ahoy.
Darnell can't come.
I would love him to get back there, like, and like restart the serious role he was doing of being like their mentor and just have him tear into them. Like, what the hell have y'all been doing? Playing around in AAA, hanging out with clowns, and trying to face the Wyatt Six while I'm hung up and hurt. I also would like to see that Stampede. Sometime before he's 40, I would like to see one good serious Gable run.
I'm not buying. I don't think they'll do it.
I don't think so either, which is sad
To
because
me-
he literally is a new age Kurt Angle. He can do the comedy
To
stuff, he
me-
can do the serious stuff.
It's the same problem with R-Truth. He got serious for like 2 seconds,
Mhm.
and we're right back where we were.
Oh yeah, because
Same thing will happen with Gable.
I was so excited, and like it's sad because we got the Wyatt Six debut the same night. But it's like he goes out there, he runs a serious promo. He's got the Creeds behind him. He's got Ivy with him. And he's starting this really serious role, and he's going to take over. And then he ends up with a bullet shot in his head backstage, and we never reference that again. Of like he has a big hole in his head. How is he still walking around the next day? But anyway.
I just
Colby,
have such low expectations.
Yeah. Colby Carino becomes a free agent. There seems to be more and more. We're having people pop up as possible people that can go somewhere else. NWA contract expired after a serious spinal injury that he had. Former NWA Junior Heavyweight Champion. WWE does have ties through Steve Carino, so there is a possibility that he could end up there. He's only 29 years old, with time to kind of rebuild and regrow his name. So, would you be interested in seeing a Colby Carino?
I don't know. I mean, you're not wrong about that either, Stampede. I have not seen him wrestle enough to have an interest specifically. I've heard good things, but
Fair enough.
like I said, I don't know enough to be excited or oh yay.
I'm actually in the same boat. I don't know a lot about Colby. I know I've seen a couple of matches where Steve was involved, but nothing substantial that I've seen as of yet. All right, to end the news, unfortunately, we have lost another hero in the business. Wrestling World salutes Hiroshi Tanahashi, who officially retired over the weekend. Star-studded people at the tribute. So Tanahashi retires at Wrestle Kingdom 20 against Okada. Okada coming out the victor in that match. Tributes have been posted from John Cena, from Okada, from MJF, Ricochet, Atlantis, CMLL itself, the whole company, Frankie Kazarian. Tanahashi now steps fully into leadership as New Japan Pro Wrestling president. He was quoted to say, "Legends don't retire, they transcend."
They shouted him out on Raw too, so
Yeah. Because it was Io did a Tanahashi spot, which was kind of fun to see. A career that shaped generations. He's kind of one of those that I'm glad he's getting out now, as we saw in like a couple of the last matches he was in. Starting to get a little bit too long in the tooth to do it. So it was good to see it. A good send off for him. Agreed. Like, and that's the thing. Like the we have the weird taste in our mouth because of the John Cena retirement, but like in the long run, it's a great thing to see in the business. Like to see them get to go out on their own terms, and have this match to I don't know, to almost transcend the business itself. Much like in the John Cena matches, Tanahashi did bits from his old friends, his old foes in the ring, like he did at Kinshasa, which was really cool to see him do the whole, like he did the shaking hands and he did the backdrop and then did the knee. It was really fun to see.
Did you see the bandana that Okada had on?
I did not.
He had that red thing that Shinsuke ties around his arm.
Okay.
He said he got it from Shinsuke because Shinsuke couldn't be there.
Yeah.
He couldn't be there because he had a thing on Friday on SmackDown for 20 seconds. They literally scheduled him a stupid bit on SmackDown to justify, no, you can't go.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. It's back to the, them versus them. But I mean, the flip side goes the other way around too. Like, Copeland should have been able to at least be in a video to talk about him and John Cena, but we're not going to do that because then we have to work with the other company. And where New Japan is doing a lot of stuff with AEW, I'm sure WWE or TKO1 is just like, no, we're not doing that.
I think the most frustrating thing for me is Tony made how many people available for that video for Cena? He let Billy show up. I mean, there's been a couple of different things that he's let guys go do, but WWE can't do the same thing.
Yeah.
It's just...
Well, and we're not talking about him
stupid.
just showing up for a bit or whatever. Like, he's showing up because one of the guys that he went up and down the road with quite a few times in the ring together and against each other is retiring. He's ending his career, and we can't have him just show up just to say hi, just to be there. That's kind of messed up.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Well, before we get too much further, wrong buttons. Sorry. Doing this manual today.
We weren't supposed to be here.
We're not supposed to be here today. Before we get too far into it, let's go ahead and do another spot. We're going to do one for the Heels. Thank you, Heels, for getting my two great friends wonderful tickets.
Hey, wrestling fans! If you're a woman who loves professional wrestling, you need to check out AEW Heels, the official female-focused online community from All Elite Wrestling. It's a safe space to connect with other fans, share your passion, and build friendships with women from around the world. Members get access to exclusive content, virtual events, Q&A sessions with AEW talent, ticket pre-sales, contests, giveaways, and even in-person meetups at live shows. Led by Amanda Huber and Aubrey Edwards, AEW Heels gives you a place to truly feel part of the AEW family. Don't miss out! Join AEW Heels today and connect with wrestling fans like never before.
That's right. Connect like never before.
Shout out to our girl Amanda, because she's hella sick.
Yeah.
Norovirus, whatever that means.
She's had a rough go of it lately, too, with sickness. Because, she was sick the last few times that she was in the area that I know of.
Yeah.
So, hopefully she does good.
I guess today Nolan was puking his guts out.
Yeah, I saw that Instagram post. I will say, so a little bit of good coming out from that family. Natty had posted a video that was very predominantly Brody Jr., and Jesus Christ, that kid is he's going to be a star. He's, 13 right now?
Yeah.
13 years old, and he's still cutting a promo
5 years.
probably better than...
5 years before he can have his first match.
Yeah.
Legally in the U.S.
Yep. Not that he hasn't done a few things just for fun. But anyway, so we're at the beginning of 2026. People are doing awards. We've done that the last couple of years. That's a lot of work that I didn't want to do. No,
we would, but that's a lot of work.
No, I just thought, I want to do something different for us and different for the media group, because we have people that do title stuff, we do award stuff. So what could we do that's different? I want to do kicking out at 2 predictions. And we're predicting stuff way, way too early. Because I want to predict who is going to be major champions by the end of this year. And I want it to be just a fun competition between you and me. So whoever is right most, maybe we do a little like thing of one of us has to do whatever we want to. 16 title changes since January 1st. Yeah, that sounds about right.
I'm not just.
No. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I clip this for later. That way I can keep this on permanently. And then next year, in our first episode of the new year 27,
See where we are.
We'll see where we are, and then we'll do predictions for that year. And kind of keep this going year after year. Maybe we add more stuff next time. This was a last minute, like I wanted to do this. So we're just doing the major titles. WWE titles, currently undisputed WWE champion Cody Rhodes.
What are you doing?
Who do we think is going to be the undisputed WWE champion by the end of this year?
Barring injury, Cody Rhodes.
Fair enough.
I'm not saying he'll keep it the whole time, but I fully expect before we get back to the Royal Rumble next year, Cody has the title.
Okay. I think that's fair. In the sake of keeping it different, I'm going to say we finally give Drew that long run.
We're not doing Kicking Out to the musical. That's not happening. Absolutely not.
You know what? With your recent love of musicals and my background, I think it'd be good.
I love musicals. That does not mean I should be involved in them.
Okay. So
you're saying Drew.
I'm saying Drew. I'm saying Drew gets that long run. Cody becomes the chase. I've always felt he's better in the chase anyway. So he's got to win the Rumble or win the Chamber to get a shot at Drew at Mania. World Heavyweight Champion currently on Raw is CM Punk. Who do you feel is going to be the champ at the end of this year?
Can't believe I'm saying this. Logan Paul.
Wow. That's a swing.
Tell me it doesn't make sense.
It does. I'm not saying it doesn't. I'm just saying that's a swing. That is a swing. I think
Braun's fair too.
And I hate to take that from Stampede. However, I do feel like Braun's the easy choice. I don't think he didn't win it. Spoilers for anybody who didn't watch yesterday. He didn't win it.
I was mildly surprised he didn't.
I was too. I kind of figured like that would be a great place for him to do it.
That little moment of him getting so hyped up and getting emotional before he went for that last spear. That spear when he hit the corner.
Mm-hmm.
I think it shows they can use that to show his immaturity.
Yeah. And I saw some clips of some shows leading up to this Raw. They've been practicing that knee spot of Braun going for the spear and getting kneed in the face doing it. Because there's been quite a few clips from different towns on the way of them doing that spot. So they've obviously been preparing that specific spot to be an ender. I do hope, just as a side note, Braun Breaker's okay, because the dude keeps landing on his neck.
It's just all muscle. It ain't going to hurt him.
I'm just saying. And good shout out to CM Punk, because he always does something for the mental game, and he came out there in a CM Punk Letterman jacket, the same colors as the Michigan Letterman jacket.
That was so good.
It's awesome.
I will say, shout out to both Braun and Punk, because Braun went for the Frankensteiner,
Mm-hmm.
and Punk wasn't in position.
Yeah.
So when Braun fell, then Punk got up, hit the elbow, and back to everything like it was supposed to be, and then we go back and hit the spot.
Yeah. Well, and that's where I was talking about he landed on his head. Like, depending on how you look at it, it could be that he wasn't in the spot. Could be that Braun went early. Because no matter what, neither one of them was ready for that spot, as it was. So it was unfortunate. Current WWE Women's Champion, Jade Cargill. Who do you think is going to be champ by the end of this year?
She's on SmackDown?
Yes.
Bianca.
I'm gonna take a swing. Jordan Grace.
I wouldn't hate that either.
I liked the little back and forth they had, and I would like her to end up over there against Jade. WWE Women's World Champion, Stephanie Vaquer.
I'm going to go out on a limb with this one. Roxanne Perez.
I don't think that's going out on a limb. I think that's a very possible thing. I'm gonna go the opposite though. I'm gonna say Raquel.
I don't hate that either.
To me, it's gonna be one of those three. One of those three is gonna.
I don't hate that either.
But I'd love to get like a Big Mommy Cool run up to WrestleMania. That'd be fun.
She has gotten so much better.
Absolutely. AEW Major Champions. We're going to switch over companies here. Singles, AEW World Champion, Maxwell Jacob Freeman. He's better than you, and you know it. Wearing the Triple B and his new ring. Very nice blingy ring.
It also occurred to me that he stole the "We're better than you, I'm better than you, and you know it" from Globo Gym, and I just want to know if he's paid royalties. Has he paid the Purple Cobras? Because
you're welcome.
Well done. Well done. Men's world title. By the end of the year?
Yeah, end of this year. Who's going to have it turning into the new year?
Ospreay's a good choice. I think Swerve.
Okay.
I think it's going to play hot potato for a bit. I don't think any of these reigns is going to be longer than a month or two.
Yeah.
I won't hate it if it is, but I need it to be like with everybody you have in that picture right now, and now Kenny coming back. Ospreay's getting healthy. I think Swerve will end up with it, but it could be an even number of like 6 people. Honestly, I wouldn't hate it if Ricochet has it.
So I was just thinking Ricochet. However, mine is dependent on what the injury is, because we know that Bobby's out right now. I do think Lashley has a good good possibility of getting it, because they're going to need some new people to face MJF.
You could put any of those titles on Shelton Benjamin, and I'm here for it.
Oh, I'm here for it. I'd love Shelton to get a world title run. That'd be awesome. AEW Women's World Champion, Chris Stat Daddy Statlander.
First of all, she was on her heels comb last night. Fire. And I can't tell you the thing she suggested, because what happens in heels stays in heels on that one.
Okay.
End of the year, I'm going to go out on a limb here. Dr. Britt Baker.
No.
DMD.
That's a good call. Good call.
I think she comes back. The perfect time.
That's not why I said it.
Oh, was that?
That's not why I
Mercedes taking off of Megan Bain? So you think Megan's going to have it by the end of the year? Mercedes is going to take it off of her at the end of the year.
I don't hate that.
I'm gonna agree with half of that. I don't know about Megan Bain having it, but I do think Mercedes will have it, because I think she'll lose all the titles. We've already started that. By the end of this year, she'll have built herself back up to finally win the women's title and turn face.
He's beating Athena and taking that title.
That's not a bad call either. But I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to say Mercedes gets it. Okay. Do you want to do NXT?
No, I
One
With
problem with that is
Devon
that
going up,
because
first of all, how are you going to sign somebody on a commercial break? The fuck?
I know that man deserves more
Tell
than
me
that.
you don't think somebody's important without telling me, and they'll go first.
Oh, hold on. Speaking of signings, congratulations, Matt fucking Cardona.
It only took him how many years to say and sign me?
Yep, he is finally signed. There's rumor that we're also going to get Nick Nemeth. I don't know how true that is.
If you bring them back, first of all, when we've talked about Cardona, you know what? Let's finish the title thing, then we'll come back to Cardona because that's a whole other conversation. I think NXT is too up in the air with people leaving, coming in.
Well, and that's kind of why I left
think
them off in the first place. I wanted to ask you what you thought of it because, yeah,
there's
I
just
mean,
too many. There's so many variables to that.
Yeah.
Especially right now.
I think the only thing that's kind of clear on it is aside from independence, because independence, obviously, that's where things can still happen. Currently, looking through the contracts, there's nothing up this year officially. So there should be no big like moving to AEW, moving to WWE. So I don't see that we have that. But it's still like you get independents coming up and who's currently in the NIL and all that stuff. Like
that's not a bad call either, Stampede. If he's still there, Joe Hendry's champion.
That's fair.
If he's still there, but again, will he still be there?
Or will we have a Champhausen?
Yeah, that's not happening.
No.
No.
Bucking teeth and championships.
They'll never use him right.
Anyway, so you want to go back to Cardona?
Are we done with the titles?
Yeah, that was it. It was the main six there, and
every time we have talked about Cardona coming back, we said the Zack Ryder music needs to hit, record scratch,
Cardona.
the complete. And that's what we got.
Yeah, the only thing missing was the record scratch. They didn't listen to us there. That would have been cooler.
So WWE, you're welcome.
Yeah. However, I did think another one that would have been fun, just because it's radio, is if it went from that to like the sound of radio stations changing instead of a record scratch. That would have been fun too.
Been solid. I honestly think Matt Cardona gets a world title within the next 2 years. It may be a here, hold this, but I think Cardona gets a world title. Yeah. I don't see him coming back without some conversation of, do you see me in your world title picture?
Yeah.
He's shown he can do it.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the crowd reaction was fantastic for him.
Yep. He'll main event.
I'm glad he came back. I'm glad he kept the name.
Yeah. That's the big thing, is because, like he has said, obviously his latest interviews have changed a little bit in what he was saying, because he said, every time Rumble came around, I always had a Cardona gear and a Zack gear ready, just in case. So he's always understood that he probably was going to get called back as Zack Ryder.
Right.
But he has always felt that Zack Ryder's dead. Like, that character went where it could go.
He did the one for the tournament, and it was for that tournament. It made sense.
Yeah. That's right, because John Cena took his girl. That was messed up. And then Kane shoved him off the rampway.
Yeah.
Horrible. How are we going to do that? Damn you, Eve Torres.
I'm glad he's back. I'm curious to see what they do with him. 100% though, if they don't use him right, he has no problem walking away.
Oh no, he'll bounce, and that'll be his resurgence on the indies.
If he leaves, say he does Oba versus Leon Slater is on NXT. Okay. I don't care about that because there's not a chance Leon Slater's winning that.
No, but you're going to see Leon Slater get tossed from like one corner of the ring to the outside of the other side.
He's gonna get the Isaiah Cassidy treatment. Brother Zay. I can honestly see Cardona if in a year or two it's not going well. him requesting his release, and the minute that release is up, he shows up in AEW.
Yeah.
And says, "Play with me, see what happens."
Yeah.
And I guarantee he goes over there and kills it.
I wonder if it's either that or obviously we've had no problem sending NXT people over to TNA in this deal. I wonder if to send main roster talent, we started wanting to scoop up some of the main talent from over there already. To say, no, we sent someone over there. We sent Cardona.
I just don't. You're not wrong, Stampede. What did he give up? Like 3 of them?
Yeah. Which I will say, so I saw some discourse from a Twitter user and someone from our own group, and I do have to kind of back our guy on this one. Because as much as we can say bad about the Voldemort of wrestling, he was big about, like, finish what you have scheduled before coming in. And for him to have to do... Huh?
I agree, but this is a little different because they're real picky about that. And if they wanted him in, I get him not being able to do those. I wish he would have said, "No, I want to do these dates."
Yeah.
And if they said no, he said, "Okay, then."
Yeah.
But they know that striking while the fire is hot on Cardona is the perfect idea.
Well, and I think they still could, though. Because, like, it wasn't a conflict, I don't think. I think he could have done that one and still done the debut. Because it's not like he started a story on SmackDown. He showed up and beat Kit Wilson. 90% of the roster's done that. Poor Kit. I'm sorry, I'm being too toxic. I wouldn't be surprised if that's like he already said that. Like, this is my name, I'm keeping it. I don't think he would have signed over Matt Cardona. But that's just me. All right. Real quick before we move on, we're going to do a quick spot for Gimmick Table Media.
Don't go anywhere. Ace Finley again, reminding you to check out Gimmick Table Media, a community of creators, streamers, podcasters, and fans from all corners of entertainment. Dive into chats, collabs, and laughs. There's always a spot for you at the table. Catch all our amazing shows, creators, and exclusive content at linktr.ee/GimmickTable.
Yeah, go to that long web address, or you can just scan this code right above my head over here, right above the chat. It was good that we went through that because returning this week is the hot tag. The hot tag this week, this one's for wrestling fans that live for the next big showdown. On the Run-In Wrestling podcast, Sped was calling his thought process over Ciampa versus Dragunov before Dragunov lost the title, saying he wanted a round 2. So let's see what he had to say about that.
Championship, we got Tommaso Ciampa and Ilya Dragunov finally. What'd you think?
Just like how I put it in the caption down there. When is round 2? Right? When are we getting round 2? Because this was phenomenal. All shenanigans aside, excuse me real fast. Sorry. Excuse me. All shenanigans aside, at the end, this match from top to bottom definitely hit my top 10 of the year. I'm sorry. All right. WWE has not produced very, very quality matches like this. All right. Even with the shenanigans like that, it definitely hit my top 10 of the year. But yes, no, give me round 2. All right. They put on a.
Hey, Captain, what's the name of that place with all the stuff on the wall?
What?
Shenanigans. Sometimes I just try to pop myself. Anyway, If Slater wins the NXT title, does the fast track WWE buying out his contract early from their partner TNA?
I was
Yeah,
like,
I do think so. Yeah,
I'm kind of surprised they haven't done it already.
yeah. I mean, they're cherry picking people from there. It sucks. They shouldn't be doing that because they're a partner. But
we also
what are you gonna do? All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and close out today. Catch us on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, Blue Sky. You can sign up for the Kicking Out at 2 Discord and the Gimmick Table Media Discord. I still need to change up my notes. By going to that wonderful QR code right over there. That way you can drop your thoughts, share your faves, and keep this conversation going. Real quick before we go out, though, let's go ahead and have the last pop. With New Year's resolutions everywhere, it's worth remembering that you don't need a calendar flip to start making a change. If there's something you want to work on, you can begin anytime. Today, tomorrow, or right now. But if this moment is what you need, if you need this match to light the flame, or this turn of the year to light that spark for you, then let's go. Grab that moment, take the first step, keep moving forward. I feel like I gotta go. That's how winning is done. Sorry. Progress doesn't have to start at a bell. You just have to answer it. Look like you're about to say something. Want to say something before we close out?
And with Stampede, Bastion Booger, really? Really?
Or
He's already
Fryer.
there. His name is Josh Briggs.
Or Fryer. He was such a big dude on the indies. And we call you up to do Bastion Booger. Who thought that was great shit? In the meantime, and in between time, we will catch you on the next one. Bye, everybody.
Here's the cover. Can he do it? Kick out at 2.
And together with wide worldwide.